camera. If you ever want to make a point. We're live. Welcome to the Donnie Glover Show. Here at Chosen Media in Timonium. Special thank you to all of the many people that helped make this show a possibility. Today we have with us Jessica Howard. How are you, Jessica?
Hi, I'm good.
Now, I'm out minding my business on Saturday. I get a phone call from Dave Green. Dave Green is a very resourceful man out in Baltimore County, married to Janice. Well, anyway, I thought Dave Green was calling the shots. Lo and behold, Janice was calling the shots. Call Donnie, tell him get out here. So I looked at my messages, called Dave up, and he said, get out there, the diamonds. Something going on out there. You got to be there. And lo and behold, we will meet the one and only Jessica Howard, jrevive.com.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm wonderful. Yes.
Good. So you were hosting, and she was hosting this business pop-up with 34 vendors in the middle of COVID, and everybody was socially distant. How'd you do that?
Well, originally in August, I hosted a very small pop-up. I had only 10 vendors. And then after that, I had a lot of people reach out to me asking me when I was going to do the very next one. And I kind of rushed to put it together, and I had about 80 business owners email me. But of course, 80. It was a whole lot, and it probably could have been more.
That's a magic.
Yeah, in a short period of time. So
that is gold.
I only, of course, because of the venue and COVID, I had to, only could allow, the 34. So, and it was easy to put together. I just, sent out emails, converse with the business owners to see what type of businesses they had. And, I had one of each different type of business, pretty much.
You didn't want any duplication.
No, because it takes away, from.
And then somebody gonna be mad at you.
Yeah, that's what normally happens. Being a boss, I have a lot of people mad every now, especially now. But it worked, and I had no negative vibes, and everything, was wonderful. All my vendors were, very professional and nice.
And your mom's was there?
Yeah, my mother was there.
She was the security guard, wasn't she?
She was the security. No, she wasn't the security.
I know she had something on there waiting on something. Hey, you better act right. That's my baby.
Normally she is the one that actually stands by me and, rock with me with all my events. But this year, that was her first event. Also, she started her lipstick line. So I actually was the one that actually, did all her branding and everything for her business. So she was there to work this time.
How does that feel?
It feels good. All my siblings, my mother, we all have our own businesses now. So I like to see my family and my friends kind of, having their own, and I love to help, with that. So I want everybody that's a part of my life to kind of
I know this is rudimentary, but why is that important to you?
Honestly, a lot of people ask me, why is it important? I get that question a lot. I feel like if I'm doing something to draw strangers and other people, I feel like anybody that's connected to me should be doing the same. I shouldn't have nobody in my corner that's just sitting. Never.
But you playing it off
Yeah.
now. Where did this business drive come from? See, we are good at spending.
Right.
Little kids want $200 belts.
Right.
Or expensive games, and now you got smartphones, and everybody want.
Right.
Everybody know how to spend money.
Yes.
But not everybody knows how to make money.
Right.
Where did this gift come from?
The gift. I often question myself. I don't know where, my drive, I can honestly say it's a story behind my brand. When I first began and started, jrevive, I kind of wasn't thinking about making money at all. It was kind of something that kind of just happened. I was diagnosed with having multiple sclerosis about 2 years ago. During that time, I had a little bit of hair loss. So I began research for different hair loss, natural remedies, and I came up with a hair growth. So that's pretty much how jrevive was birthed, through the hair growth. So when I did that, I had a lot of sales.
You created a product?
Hair growth, hair and body butter. So that's all on my website. So that's originally how jrevive was birthed.
So you were reviving scalp?
My scalp, skin,
okay.
Anything natural. Because I went to the stores, couldn't find anything, that was natural. So, I began.
Why was that important?
The natural was important because having multiple sclerosis, I had to be careful what I eat and what, I apply on my skin. So I noticed that through my research, a lot of natural products and remedies is like a plus, for any, health, issues, or, in general, it's just good to use, natural substance for, anything on your body. So that's when I began to do that. And I saw that it worked. And then I, went back to the hair salon for a time after that. After it was working, I sold my products online. After that, then COVID came, and I started this thing making masks. And I made about 250 for the VA hospital. So during COVID, I took a break from doing a hair salon, and then I started this whole mask thing, and that's when the customized business came. I started that, and then that's what kind of the customized business came, and I kind of included that with the pop-ups. So the pop-ups and the customized, I know it's a lot, but that's J Revive. It's just beyond a brand.
You a serial entrepreneur. You ever heard that before?
Yeah, it's hard to kind of put it all together, but like I said, nothing was planned at all.
Well, now you just don't wake up and become a cosmetologist.
Right.
You had to go to.
I went to school. I received my cosmetology license in 2007. So I did that, and then I took a break. Being younger, you don't know what you really want to do. I knew I wanted to do hair, but I didn't know how serious, I wanted to, if I wanted to take it as a career, just as a hobby. And I took a break, and then I had my son. And after I had my son, I felt like I needed to do more. I needed, stability. And I went to college. I graduated from University of Phoenix, so I did online schooling for 4 years, right after I had my son. So all my college learning and my degree, yes, I apply all that within my business now, of course. Didn't know what I wanted to do when I went to college. I just knew I needed to do something.
So since we've met, I've mentioned this lady to you.
Okay.
Annie Turnbow.
Yes.
Malone.
Yes.
And you and her share a similar story, because she was creating beauty products for Black women back in the day.
Right.
So you stand on some pretty marvelous shoulders.
Right. I researched her, and it was amazing to actually see, wow, like sometimes I don't even know how I do it, to be honest, but I read her story, and I feel like anybody can do what I did, honestly. And you just have to have the motivation and drive, and it takes a lot, though. I mean,
anybody can, but not everybody does.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, we all have gifts.
Yeah.
And it seems at a relatively early age or early part of your life, you've been able to tap into your gifts.
Right.
That's a parent's job, to help their child identify their gifts and to help nurture them.
Right. I'm the type of person, anything I start, I have to complete. So if it's something as small as fixing a bike, I feel like I'm going to keep focusing on it until I fix it. I'm just like that person where I don't like to fail at anything. And if it's anything I want to do, I'm going to do it,
So these pop-ups, you've had two.
I have two so far. Yep.
Two so far.
August
and one coming for December.
December the 12th, yes. December the 12th.
Okay. Do we have a venue just yet?
It's going to be back at Diamonds, so it's going to be from the same time frame, 2 to 6. I'm kind of going to keep it.
And Diamonds is a Black-owned
venue, yes. So I want to stick with the Black-owned businesses as well as the venue.
What's this Black thing?
Well, I honestly, when I began thinking about the whole pop-up, I wanted to include, everybody. But originally I had a lot of Black-owned businesses reach out to me, and then I started to think, you know what, it's us, not, knocking anybody else. It's us. We bring the money. We work hard. We establish, and a lot of us, we don't realize our potential. And a lot of people, like I had about 3 or 4 vendors that were first-time business owners. And they were so nervous and, afraid to even be there. And I'm like, and they were the ones that made the most money. So stuff like that just, touches my heart with us.
The people most hesitant to be there.
Yeah.
So they were dealing with fear.
And and it reminded me of myself when I started. I did a lot. I was nervous. I reached out to a lot of people and didn't receive any help and advice. So doubt. It was a lot of doubt, and I see that in a lot of my, first time business owners. And because I've been through that, I know what it takes. I know.
What does it take?
You just gotta do it. You gotta push yourself. When you're fear, you can't do anything based on fear, and that's what I learned. if you're nervous, if you're scared, that's the time to do it. So when I'm nervous about something, I'm like, I know it's for me to do it, and that's what I share with my vendors. Don't do anything based on
I
fear.
think you're teaching us something. That's a way of saying
Yeah.
embrace the fear.
Yes, you have to,
Go
because if you're
towards it.
nervous, you're not gonna do it. You're never gonna start. You're never gonna do it. So yeah.
One of my favorite sages says, "Don't run away from it, run towards it."
Yes.
She says she's a sage, by the way, y'all. You know, Jigga Man is a sage,
Oh wow.
and then DMX is a sage. I don't know. I just happen to study these things.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've told you about our Black Wall Street movement,
Yes.
and all of the things that you're saying is right in sync with what we're doing in terms of Black Wall Street and educating people to the successes that Black people had, not only in the early 1900s, but going back to the 1800s,
Right.
going back to Africa.
I didn't even realize it went back that far, to be honest.
Mansa Musa was the richest king who ever lived. He's straight out of West Africa.
Wow.
West Side! Mansa Musa from Mali,
Wow.
the wealthiest king who ever lived. All of the ones today, they still didn't have what he had.
Wow.
So we come from greatness.
Right.
Okay, so moving forward, I gotta say this. Having done a number of events, my gift has never been getting vendors. Never ever. That's a gift, by the way. I wanted you to know. 80 people wanted to show up.
Yeah, it was so overwhelming. I haven't even responded to the people, all the people. I tried, and it's a lot. That's why I'm gonna have to create a team next time, because I literally did everything by myself.
I want to be on the team.
Yes.
We definitely have to be on the
Yes,
team.
It's not easy.
Speaking of which, you want to acknowledge anybody on your team?
Well,
Don't forget the driver.
She's not really my driver. She's my friend first, Shireen. She's here today, so she did drive me here, but she's not my driver. She's gonna be a part of my team too, so she's here with me. So I do want to acknowledge, her for getting me here. So
Moms, your
yeah.
sisters.
My mother, my sister is an esthetician and a makeup artist. She's located in Owens Mills. My mother has her online cosmetic business. I have my brother's in Atlanta. He's doing his thing. My sister-in-law's in Atlanta. She has a salon. So I have a lot of family members and friends. Can't say everybody, because everybody has something, but those are my team. Everybody.
Tell them about your sister-in-law.
My sister-in-law is in Atlanta, and she has the sea moss. The sea moss is very beneficial. It's all natural. It has a lot of benefits as well for any hair loss, skincare. The body is good. I don't want to get into detail with what all the sea moss does, because I don't want to say it wrong. But she came from Atlanta and to work my vending event, so she'll be back again in August. I'm sorry, not August.
See,
December the 12th.
you schmoozed over there. She came all the way from Atlanta.
Yes, all the way from Atlanta, and
in the middle of COVID.
In the middle of COVID, and
with
she
the
was
sea moss
super
by
excited
RJ.
to bring her sea moss by RJ. So yes.
That's huge.
Yes.
I ain't
it
going
was
across
a
town for the wrong
blessing.
people.
It was a blessing to have her here, and she was super excited. She did very well. At the event, so she'll be back.
Is vending expensive?
Vending is not expensive, meaning
How much to vend?
to vend, the rate is normally between 90. Early bird rate is $90. After like the 2 weeks after the early bird rate is over, it goes up to $125. My vendors pretty much make a lot of money, way over, at least over $900. I mean, let me be clear, they make money. Within 4 hours, they make money. So, the rate is that way because they, and I have to pay for the building. I have to, the music, entertainment, not just vending. I have the music.
That is relatively inexpensive.
Yeah. And I'm pretty fair. I have a lot of friends that tell me, you need to make your rate expensive. I'm like, right now, this is what we're going to do. I'm trying to be, fair. COVID is still here. I know people are not working.
And it's a great time for people to get in.
Yeah.
And pay this, so who knows? The next time they may have some favor with you, where you won't go up on it, because we tend to remember those that help us getting started.
Right.
I mean, I got some people.
As long as the venue, is fair, everything costs. Unfortunately, but again, I want to make it fair because I have to pay people, the decorators.
You don't have to apologize.
So
I'm saying you can charge $200.
I know.
Shireen, how much can you vendors? You ain't gonna say nothing. minimum. I mean, two
And a
hundred.
lot of people tell me that, and I was like, okay, I said, because this is the second event I've done, though it's the second event and it's been successful, I give it a few months and see how it goes. It may not always be 125, and I get it. It's not gonna always be that.
Introductory offer. You better get in
Right.
where you fit
It's
in.
gonna be like that for now, because like I said, you pay the 125, the 90 early bird rate, but you're gonna make money. You're gonna make you're over 500, over $600. So you're gonna make the money. You can invest and pay the 125. It's okay.
What have you learned along this journey about yourself?
I've learned my strength. I did not, when I first started this, or prior to even vending or doing hair, I didn't have a lot of motivation. I didn't have a lot of confidence. I feel like I gained the confidence with doing
Really?
this. Yeah, I have. I don't feel like I'm always all the way there. Because like I said, what I do
You're
is what I do.
smacking grand slams right now. Baby. Let me just tell you.
It's what I'm used to doing, so it's not like it's nothing really exciting. This is what I do. But I get it.
For instance, a lot of cosmetologists
Mhm.
just do hair,
Correct.
but you got multiple hustles.
Right.
That's a serial entrepreneur.
Right.
I mean, you could be a cosmetologist and be just like a lump on the lump
Yeah.
on the log.
Right.
But you're getting involved. You're building multiple brands.
Right.
You're helping family build brands, including moms.
Right.
That's got to be just a great feeling. It's like
Right.
you are this shining light for your tribe.
Right. I didn't look at it like that until this last event did something, because I felt like I went from having 10 vendors in August to 34, which I could have had more. So seeing everybody there and people come out to support, it was not an empty building. And it did something. That's just from, networking and, marketing and, just reaching out to different people within only in a month of planning. So it really, touched my heart to see the support and to see like, wow, I can really do this and this could be big. And then this event that happened Saturday showed me how big it can be.
I see it at the 5th Regiment Armory.
Yeah.
That's one place I see that's
Right.
big
And
enough.
I did an event there last year, and I kept looking like, wow, I would love to do this, not knowing I would even be vending. So I did an event there last year.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
It's spacious.
Yeah.
Enough space, and you don't have to, I guess, get the whole facility and cut it in half.
Right.
But there are places, and we got to take it on the road. I can't wait till we take it down to Prince George's County.
That's my goal. I really would like to travel, not just Prince George's. I want to go to Atlanta. I want to go to Florida. I want to go to North Carolina. I want to go to, all the surrounding states. That's not too far, but that's my goal. Again.
New York,
Virginia, Philly. If COVID allows us, that's my goal. That's really my goal, to kind of keep it going.
how important is your faith?
My faith is important. My faith is, I think, the reason why I'm sitting here right now, because this is not my norm of, my faith.
Coming out your comfort
Yes,
shell,
I'm
comfort
totally,
zone.
everything I do is not in my comfort zone. Having the pop-ups is totally not something that I would plan. If I had to plan my life, I would not do it. Doing hair would not be something, it's just something, all these things, it's just like, it happened, like, being, being diagnosed with having multiple sclerosis kind of, I think, broke me down. And to tell myself that I'm not going to allow a diagnosis to dictate anything that I can do. A year ago, I could barely walk. I couldn't run. I couldn't do hair just a year ago. So it's like my drive is really where I come from, and my drive is my past. So I'm not letting my past dictate anything.
You used to work a 9 to 5?
I worked a 9 to 5 for about 10 years for the government, and I had a very good job. And as of January, they told me basically not to come back. And I had to figure out, because I always did hair, part-time.
When you tell me that, I know that had to hurt.
I was hurt.
That was like a gut punch.
I was hurt, and I thought to myself, okay, now, a year or two ago, I dealt with, heartbreak, being in a relationship for so long. And then after that, I received a call saying I had multiple sclerosis. That broke me. And then 6 months after that, I'm just like, okay, now you're calling me saying I don't have a job. I'm about to lose everything. So it was just like, relationship, health, and now you taking my money. So it's like, I'm like, I can't deal with nothing else. So all that, honestly, if I never got my heart broken, if I never, was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, if I never lost my job, I know I would not be sitting here right now. So all that has been my drive.
but something happened somewhere along the line. I'm hearing a Helen Baylor song in the background. I had a praying grandmother, praying mama, praying dad. Everybody was praying over you. And
Yeah,
somewhere along the line, you found
they
the
had to
strength.
been because a lot of times I felt like I was by myself. So when I see like my vendors and my friends and especially my vendors because I'm in this business thing now, when I see them doubting or I can tell I can discern when somebody's fearful. And then I see it and I'm like, I've been there. You can't you're not you can't be fearful. I tell everybody my story, to help them. I've been sick. I've had my heart broken. I've lost my job. It's no excuse. You're good. You're good. If you got your health, if you don't have a diagnosis like I do, you're good. I still have to worry about my health every single day. I can't overexert myself. Most of the time, I'm sneaking and working because I don't want my family to fuss that I'm working too hard. So it's a lot of things I have to still concern myself with, even while doing all this. And I'm a single mother, so it's a lot.
You feel like God has been there for you the
I
whole
have. I
time.
will. God has been there for me, if nothing else. That's the only person that's really.
Maybe He was getting rid of all of the others
Mm-hmm.
so you could see that all you need is God.
I'm in a good place. A year ago, I felt like I just was still confused. I don't know what I should do. I'm in a good place, like right now, and I'm happy. I can honestly say
In
I'm
one
happy
year.
within 1 year. Within 1 year, I told myself like my life changed overnight with this diagnosis. I went to sleep one way. I was sick. I woke up the next day, but literally in 6 months later, it's like I can run. I can walk. I can, sit here without feeling inflammation in my body. And, just like life changed, life can get better.
You know, someone told me once you got to get rid of the trash out your house if you want God to bless you. Sometimes God won't bless us if we got dirt that we need to get out the way.
That's so true. I honestly, I think about that often because I'm like, if I never would have did this, if I never would have did that, I know I would not even have had the pop up Saturday. I'm sure of that. I know if I didn't kind of make the necessary steps to put myself into better situations, and I would not even have the confidence, that I have right now. So I get it. I get it now. You don't get it when you're going through, but that's why I always tell people it's purpose and pain. Like it's purpose. I know it is because I've been through it. I lived through it. It's like really nothing I don't think I've been through. But I literally, so I can kind of, understand when somebody has a story or they mad, they broke. I'm like, that's nothing. Like broke or whatever. Like, so I get it. I kind of share my story to help others.
I'm hearing also a great sense of gratitude,
Hmm.
being grateful.
Yeah, I'm very grateful. Very. Even when things, life is still not perfect. We have bad days. We have bills. We have this. We have family issues. But despite
I don't like
anything that's
ungrateful
happened,
people. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
know I can't even have that around me. The energy, the negativity, I can't do it. But even despite anything that happens daily or weekly, I'm still grateful. I'm still the person that I am, and my heart is still, in a good place. So
So I want you to look into the camera and do a commercial for yourself.
okay, my name is Jessica. You can find me on www.jrevive.com. My office is located in Pikesville, Maryland. I do customized logos, websites, as well as t-shirts, hoodies, and I also have a salon suite, Elegant Avenue Suites in Owens Mills, Maryland. But you can just type in J Revive and find me online.
Good deal. And let's put a plug in for mom's business.
Yes, my mother is www.desirecolor.com. She actually is an online-based business. So she has the cosmetics, the lipsticks, and the eyeshadows, all that cosmetic stuff. And my sister, I gotta give her a shout out. She's actually located in Owens Mills. She's a esthetician and a makeup artist. So you can find her on www.erismonette.com. So you can find her online as well.
Good stuff. And December the 12th.
December the 12th, I'll be back at Diamonds doing Trap Star Vending Part 2.
What is trap?
Trap Star, let me tell you something.
What is
Let me
trap?
tell you something.
Because I felt old. I felt like old. Like I thought trap was this, was that.
Listen,
What is trap?
I'll be 37 next month, and I'm really old school. I'm not, into all of but I have a lot of friends that's into the music business. I wish I, like that stuff too, but they always reach out to me about doing vending, and I'm like, well, what do I have? An informational table for you that had cards that say you do music? So I said, you know what? I want to have musical artists come in, not a whole concert, but just the glimpse, of something, and I had a friend of
A
mine.
buffet like.
Yes, yes, I had a friend of mine. He said to me, he's actually does beats and music as well. He actually did my song. You gotta check out my song, YouTube.
I
But
saw that.
yeah,
That's on
he did that.
jrevive.com.
Yes, he
I
did
heard
that.
that.
He did that.
I thought it
Dope
was a song
Kids.
coming on. I said, I thought I'm hearing the See the Beauty
He
stuff.
wrote my song and he gave me the beat and it's Dope Kids. I don't want to tell you wrong, but he's on my. I'll put him on my website and on my Instagram so you can locate him and find him. But he actually was the one that actually said trap star vending. So I will not get none of the credit for that. I brought the vision to
Big
him.
up, Spam.
Yes.
But what does trap mean? Does trap mean something?
You know, trap is like, trap is like the rap, the star. It's more to trap kind of, it's a theme. It's a theme to kind of, trap star vending. It just brings people out, Trap is not really.
Does it suggest drug dealing?
It does not. It does not. And that's what
I was watching, what's the name, Feature?
Yes.
500,000 on
I had to tell people it's not a negative thing.
It's not a negative thing.
It's just the name of the thing.
Just
trap star.
Okay.
You're a star. Everybody's a star.
But I'm too old to be trapping.
Yeah, but you can trap. You can trap. You're talented. You can trap. That's what it means for my brand. Like, it's to bring musical artists as well as business owners.
So it could mean hustling.
Hustling.
Promoting your brand.
Promoting.
Trapping.
Yes, that's what it is. Everybody that was at my event, whether
You just taught me something.
they're business owners. They're hustlers. So yeah, it's gonna always be the trap star vending because I like what I saw. I like the musical artists that were there performing. So I'm gonna have, different, age groups, it's not just gonna be may have a little bit of singing in it, but I want to keep the musical vibe because I don't feel like there's nobody in Baltimore that's doing it like that, and I want to do something different.
Can we bring you a Black Wall Street Award at your next event? We've been celebrating Black entrepreneurs and professionals as well as the people who support them regardless of race in about 6 cities.
Okay.
New York, Baltimore, D.C., Richmond, Atlanta, and New Orleans.
Okay.
Most of the time, New York and Atlanta.
Okay.
And we do this in memory of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I shared with you that 2021 will be 100 years since Tulsa was destroyed. So we have a book coming out. And prayerfully, by your next event, that book will be out and about. It's got to be right, though.
Right.
Can't rush it.
Yeah.
My daddy said they don't remember how fast you did it. They remember how well you did it. So I'm in the lab.
Right.
As soon as I leave here, I'm working on the book. But you are an inspiration, you're a testimony, and I'm quite sure you've touched a lot of people, and will touch even more people.
Right. I'm grateful.
Good stuff. So we're going to take a pause and cut this segment. My name is Donnie Glover. You've been watching the Donnie Glover Show. Do check out BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth.